Hello everyone, in this video we're going to be going through Yura's abilities. She is the Ronin archetype in the game, dealing damage with her katana, doing a lot of single target and multi-target DPS as well in areas of effect there. Keep in mind these abilities are from the closed beta test. They are subject to change, and while she is a damage-based class there, she still might see some adjustments and scaling, things like that. So with that in mind, let's jump right into it and look at her first abilities here. So her movement ability is going to be Dash, where she jumps forward, receiving a 5% damage reduction. These are all pretty standard from character to character, especially in the DPS space. Kind of dashes them forward. The first orb adds 2 charges, but the cooldown is going to be a little bit higher as well. So you'll be able to use it more often, but a little bit longer cooldown. The third orb is going to give her extra distance with this, while still getting that damage reduction as well. The next orb is going to add an increased attack on a perfect timed dodge there, with a little bit of extra movement speed. And then the last one's going to give her a shield up to 25% of her max health and receive that movement speed as well on a perfect timed dodge there. Then we'll move on to her basic attack abilities here, where she's going to slash a single target, dealing some damage. And then, like most of these other basic attacks, the first orb is going to increase the cast speed, or the attack speed in this case, by 10%, and then by 25% for the second orb. So these are all fairly standard among the basic attacks, where the first orb kind of increases the speed of it a little bit, and then the second orb increases by 25%. And then her next ability is going to be Retaliate, where she's going to perform a slash in a frontal area that's going to deal some damage to all enemies cut. With the first orb, it's going to add a charge component there, where she's going to do additional cuts if she can be held for an additional 1.5 seconds on that. And then the third orb is going to perform up to 8 additional cuts instead of just 3, so it's going to deal more damage holding the same amount of time. So it's just going to kind of upgrade that second orb basically. Then her next ability is going to be Flash Iijutsu. With the sweeping motion of her katana, she's going to execute her technique, the Flash Iijutsu, a fast cut that deals damage to all enemies nearby. This kind of does a circle around her. It also reduces their movement speed for a little bit here. The first orb is going to change this to a line AoE, so she's going to kind of dash through the enemies and deal damage to them along with that slash there. Also still reduces their movement speed. And then the final orb here is going to make it to where the next time she takes damage, it reduces that damage, kind of gives her a little bit of immunity there, and attacks back to whoever was attacking her. And it also gives her a small shield of her max health as well. So it adds more of a defensive component there, where maybe she might be in danger. You can put this orb on and get like a retaliate thing. So I could see this being used a lot more in the solo content, where you are the one taking the damage and there's not a defensive class kind of holding those things off for you. And then we're going to move along into her Bateau stance. She's going to jump backward to avoid an enemy attack while also sheathing her katana, entering the Bateau stance. In this stance, she can execute her other attacks faster, and if she can hold this ability as well, she'll focus on her target. On release, she'll dash through the target, and in the blink of an eye, strike the enemy's most lethal spots, dealing damage in a small area. And if released at the right time, it'll deal max damage and speed up the next retaliate follow-up slashes as well. It notes on here that you will need a Sylvan Orb for this extra bit here. I'm not sure how you get the Sylvan Orbs. There's a lot of this whole Bateau stance seems to require these Sylvan Orbs for these added components. So if you know how to get these orbs, definitely leave a comment below so we can kind of learn that together here. The first orb of this is going to increase the area size of the attack as well. It's still going to allow you to use that Sylvan Orb to speed up the next retaliate follow-up slashes. And then the last orb here is going to give her a shield up to 25% of her max health as well, and also still speed up the retaliate follow-up slashes. And then her final ability, Kurosokato, is going to be her ultimate offensive ability here. She's going to jump high into the air and cut the ground below twice while becoming invulnerable and deal some damage. So a lot of these offensive ultimates seem to have the same theme of giving them a small invulnerability window there, so they can time this properly, do some damage, avoid a big massive attack without having to run out of melee range, for example, like a troll smash or a frog tongue or a harpy dive or anything like that, like a boss thing of dragon breath, whatever it may be. You can use these ultimates to kind of avoid that damage for a small window and still be doing damage. So there's definitely a chance to, keep your damage uptime on a target with these ultimates the way they're designed here. And that's going to wrap up her ability kit here. Overall, I did see a good amount of people playing Yura. She seems to be a popular archetype there. A lot of people love samurai and love katanas and things like that. And she does decent damage as well, both single target and multi-target as well. She's got a lot of like circle AoEs she can do. She can change things to line AoEs as well. So there's a lot of potential with doing a lot of damage. And if you can get these Sylvan Orbs to really kind of speed up the damage from Retaliate, that seems to be a good way of increasing that damage as well. So if you were able to play Yura during this closed beta test, let me know what you thought below. I didn't get a chance to really try her out. I was too busy doing other things, but I'd love to hear what other people thought of her during this test. So leave a comment below, and I'd love to hear from you. I'm going to wrap this up here. Thanks so much for watching.